Hello students, welcome to your SUPW class. We were reading chapter 3, that is cleaning of kitchen utensils, and we were discussing about how to clean different kinds of kitchen utensils. We already talked about the wooden equipments and the stainless steel vessels and utensils. Now we are going to talk about the brass vessels, children. There are various brass vessels that are also used in our kitchens, and we need to clean them time to time. So what is the method to clean that vessel? See, brass vessels are mostly polished. Okay, so we may get chemicals from the market which will help us to clean them in a proper manner. We can also get the brass polish, and homemade polish is also useful, but these days everything is available in the market, so we can get that polish and get it done. You can also polish the brass vessel with a little bit of salt mixed with vinegar and a little juice of lemon or tamarind. You may have seen your mothers doing that at home as well, and this really gives a spark to those brass vessels, children. Lemon juice or the tamarind pulp, it helps it to be clean. Okay, and we can also wash the brass vessels with ordinary soap and water, and ordinary soap is a mixture of caustic soda and the fatty acids. They also help the vessels to be clean. Now we'll talk about the china or the glass crockery. We all love the glass crockery now. It's really very beautiful, but the thing is that it also needs proper cleaning. If you have stains all on them, if you have the marks of tea or anything, then it won't look that good. So what is the method to clean the crockery, clean the china or glass crockery that we have at home? It's really delicate, so don't forget that you have to handle it very carefully, otherwise even a slight mistake can then break them into pieces. Okay, now washing them in lukewarm soapy water is really useful, and we should never use very hot water to clean those this crockery, and because it may, if it is made up of thin glass, children, a delicate one, it may also have cracks, and then it will become useless. Okay, soda bicarbonate can be used to remove the harsh stains of turmeric, tea or coffee. So this chemical can be used to clean the stains that we have for coffee, tea, or maybe of turmeric. When you have curry in that, maybe the yellow stains can be there seen on your white glass crockery. So they can be removed by the help of soda bicarbonate. Okay, you may also use some vinegar to remove the oily stains. After washing, you should always wipe it so that the watermarks are not to be seen, and it's left really shiny and sparkling. So the watermark should be removed with the help of a towel or a soft cloth. Now we'll talk about the aluminium pots and pans. Hardly these days we don't use aluminium in the kitchen, but in case it's there, so how to clean? It's easy. You can clean it with just soap and water, and rubbing them in one direction helps them to be bright. Okay, and never use any sharp thing or any strong washing soda to clean your aluminium utensils, and use borax solution to remove stubborn stains. Stubborn stains means the stains which do not go off easily. Okay, they remain there unless and until you try really hard. So those stains can be removed with the help of the borax solution as far as these aluminium pots and utensils are concerned. We will talk about the cutlery now. Now see, children, it's mostly made up of stainless steel, so they should be washed immediately after you use them, and it can be just washed with soap or the dishwash, and then it can be rinsed with plain water. Avoid using vinegar or bleaching powder while cleaning your cutlery. Okay, these things should not be used. And now we'll talk about the iron utensils. We have in Indian kitchens, we have this kadai, tawa, tongs. Okay, tongs that we use to make these rotis and chapatis, you might have seen. Okay, so these things are mostly made up of iron, and because iron is really strong, and it's good for health also if you prepare your vegetables in iron kadai. So this needs a lot of scrubbing. You may have seen the rust forming as soon as it is washed. After some time, as the water dries, it's all rusty. So how to clean that rust, how to make it absolutely clean? The scrubbing can be done with a bit stiff brush or the coconut fibers, and you can also use, see, lemon juice and everything can also be used, and it also makes the iron utensils absolutely clean. And we can also use a piece of brick. You may have seen the maids at home using a piece of brick. They scrub it again and again to remove the stains and make it absolutely clean. Okay, acrylic and plastic utensils. In the kitchen utensils, we also find a few things that are made up of plastic. Okay, the cutting boards are acrylic or plastic products. The sieves which we use and the trays which we use are mostly made up of plastic, children. They need to be wiped out properly and with a dry cloth after every use, so that the water parts don't assemble and they really make it dull and untidy. Okay, stains can be removed by using moistened bicarbonate of soda. If suppose there is a stain on your plastic utensils, you can use soda bicarbonate to wash it off. And keep all your acrylic and plastic utensils away from fire, because as soon as fire touches them, they will be of no use. So you have to keep in mind that all these plastic utensils should be kept away from fire. Okay, now we'll talk about the electrical appliances. We have a whole lot of electrical appliances in our kitchen. These, you have the toasters, you have the mixer grinder, then you have the blenders, you have the choppers, you have OTGs, microwaves, whole lot of things in your kitchen. How to use those kitchen appliances, how to take care of them, and how to keep them safe. Okay. Electrical appliances need special care in cleaning them. You should always switch off the electricity current should not be there once you start cleaning. So the main switch should be off whenever you are trying to clean any of your kitchen appliances, children. And before, you should always use a dry cloth to wipe your dust particles or the food particles from the kitchen appliances. Avoid using wet cloth. Okay, and for stubborn stains, use moistened bicarbonate of soda. The same chemical that we have discussed for many of the utensils can also be used to clean the stubborn stains from our kitchen appliances. So now you know how to keep your kitchen utensils clean, and it is a good habit to wash your utensils after every use. Okay, if you wash and rinse them as soon as you use them, the stains will never be formed, and it would be hygienic also. In the school hostels, it is a rule that all the children should wash their own crockery after using them. You are at home, you have many people to help you, but students who stay in the hostel, they have the strict instruction to wash off the crockery or utensils, whatever they use after use. Okay, they have to do it on their own with no one to help them. And we should also try to do the same and help your mother in keeping the kitchen utensils clean. And clean utensils not only look good, but they are very hygienic too. Now this is the end of chapter 3. We have the question answers and fill in the blanks, children. Just have a pencil in your hand. I'll tell you the answers. You can mark the answers in your book. Remember, whatever answers you give should not be in form of instruction. You are not supposed to instruct your teachers or the examiner. Okay, examiner is not the one whom you are going to instruct. So if the book says you should, you will say we should. Understood? So you have to change it according to the answer. Now the first question asks you, name some important cooking utensils that your mother uses in kitchen. We'll come to page number 15. Okay, you have a whole lot of utensils mentioned here: patilas, kadais, frying pan, sauce pan, deep frying pan, tawa, chakla, belan, rolling pin, and pressure cooker, steamer, skillet, wok, etc. are used for cooking. So this is the list that you can give as answer 1. Now the question 2 is, name some important crockery used in the kitchen. We'll come to page number 16. You have plates, half plates, quarter plates, bowls, serving dishes, serving bowls, katoris, spoons, forks, ladles, serving spoon, and teaspoons, etc. are the crockery that are used in kitchen. This will be your answer. Question 3. How will you clean the wooden utensils at home? Page number 17. You have a paragraph mentioned for wooden equipments. Okay. So what will your answer be? You can write that they can just be washed. You will not write you can wash. You will write they can be washed, or we should wash them with soapy water and then rinse them thoroughly. We can also scrape off the stuck food particles with the help of a brush or a sponge, and we should always remember, because they are made up of wood, so we should keep them away from fire. This will be your answer. Fourth question is, why are stainless steel utensils so popular? What is the reason? So you can give the reason, that is on page 17. Stainless steel utensils are very convenient and easy to use. They are really convenient. Everyone knows once you drop them, they are not going to break. It's easy to clean them. What else can you ask for? So this will be your answer, that they are convenient and very easy to use. They are very useful as they are unbreakable and they do not get stained very easily. Fine. Now coming to question 5. How will you clean china, clay or glass crockery? The answer is, we can wash them with lukewarm soapy water. We should never use very hot water to clean them because they may crack. Soda bicarbonate can also be used to remove the harsh stains of turmeric, tea or coffee. We can use some vinegar to remove the oily stains, and after washing them, we should always wipe them with a towel or a soft cloth. This is your answer. Once again, to remind you, you will not write you should. You will convert it into we should. Okay. Now the sixth question is, what is a cutlery? How will you clean them? Your answer is here, children. Page number 18. Cutlery are mostly made up of stainless steel. We should wash them after every use. They should be washed and rinsed with soap and water only. We should avoid using vinegar or bleaching powder while cleaning the cutlery. Okay, now coming to the next question. How are iron utensils cleaned? Page number 18. Iron utensils need a lot of scrubbing. Scrubbing can be done with a stiff brush or the coconut fibers. They can also, piece of brick can also be used to clean these vessels. That's it. Okay. Now the last question, how should you clean the electrical appliances? Electrical appliances need special care in cleaning them. Page number 18, the last paragraph. We should always switch off from the mains before cleaning the electrical appliances. Okay. We should use dry cloth to wipe away the dirt particles from the kitchen appliances. For stubborn stains, we can use the moistened bicarbonate of soda. This will be your answer. Now fill in the blanks. Utensils and crockery form an essential part of kitchen. Essential part. Write down the spelling. ESSENTIAL. Essential means very important. Okay. The second, tins and bottles are used for storing. There are a whole lot of things. You can mention any two. Pulses and oil maybe. Okay. Pulses and oil. The third, chakla and belan are mostly made up of, you will write wood. Fourth, crockery used are mostly made up of clay and glass. Clay and glass. Brass vessels are mostly polished. The last one, always switch off from the mains before cleaning your electrical appliances. So we have finished chapter 3. Chapter 4 we will start in our next class. Take care children. Thank you.